Welcome back, guys. Just giving an update on some of the things going on in the garage right now. Haven't been posting a lot. Had a couple issues. About a month ago, went to a car show with my son in the 94 Mustang. That transmission, it's been rebuilt like 3 times by 2 different people. Not exactly sure what happened, but we went to the car show, everything was fine. When coming home, I didn't have lockup suddenly on the interstate. It's an AODE with a US Shifts Quick 4 box and then a Precision, I think it's called a Stallion stall. It stalls at like 2,800 on a foot brake, but anyways, it's a lockup converter and I no longer have lockup, and I was showing a slip error detected, which is kind of weird. I've never had that before. So long story short, I did some troubleshooting, pulled the transmission pan off and found what looked to be metal. It ended up being metal. So took the transmission out. I'm gonna take it to a local guy this time. I had to send the converter off to be split open. Been chasing those 9s for a while. Only been in the track twice, but the goal was to run 9. So the car had run a 1007 at 136, I believe. So I had them go ahead and bump the stall up another 500 RPMs because it is a AODE, which has a tall first gear, a 28-inch tall tire, and a 355, and it's kind of a heavy car, so I'm hoping that'll get it out of the hoe and give me that, maybe that 10th I need to get into the 9s. But then, not even a week after that, the Ranger, I was going to the little store up by my house, and the guy had motioned for me to get on it, so can't not do that. And going into 3rd gear, it said no more. So this truck's already had a few of those in it. Not a big deal. They're cheap and readily available for the most part and not hard to replace. It takes me a couple hours in and out. One of the things I did when I routed the exhaust was had them come around and go around the bell housing and miss where the transmission unbolts, so I can unbolt the transmission and everything right from it without having to take the exhaust off. So yesterday I went up to Bowling Green. Guy had a transmission. Cleaned it out and put some new parts, new fluid in it, new throwout bearing, threw it back together and drove it for the first time today. Truck run fine, shifts smooth as butter, and it's back on the road. So it's back. The Mustang I'm hoping to have back in the next week. My converter's on its way. It shows it'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to get that back and then take the transmission over. Buddy, he said he'll have it a week or so. So hopefully I'll have time to throw it in the car. To take me a day or so to get it in there and get it lined out and get it back on the road. So currently as it sits, there she is. She's shiny. I washed it today, washed the truck up. So the truck's running great. I just drove it from here to Shelbyville, which is about an hour today, to help a buddy out on his Jeep. He's got a CJ7. He put a little 327 in. He's been working on it for a long time. So I went over there and I drove it. I think it's about 60 miles. Truck run 165 degrees with the AC on all the way there, run 70 mile an hour. To be honest, I couldn't be more happy with this little truck. It turned out just best cruiser I think I've ever built. It just cruises so nice. It sets right, drives good. Just happy with it. Just overall, nothing fancy, but she's clean. I keep her clean. Do what I can. Son will have a nice little truck when he goes to school. So that's the other thing. My youngest son now, my 9-year-old, this is gonna be his truck. It was built for him. So my 6-year-old, he's into big trucks, and so he's already started telling me what he wants, and his ultimate goal is he wants a bigger Ranger. So I think we're gonna start looking for maybe I had an FX4, but I think I want a FX4 level 2 package, and I think I'm gonna build him something pretty nice along those lines. Some 4-wheel drive, extended cab, little lift kit, maybe like some 31s. Might even do a 5.0 swap on it. I don't know. Depends on where he's at with that. But that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. Truck's back together, running amazing. Everything's smooth. The car should be back together in the next week or two, and hopefully it runs better than it's ever ran. To be honest, I think I may be at fault. I think I did a rookie mistake on this car this last time. it didn't really dawn on me until after the fact. But after kind of reviewing some things and talking to some people, I think that I may have put this transmission back in here without flushing the transmission cooler, which is a huge no-no. I know better. Shit happens. I mean, I don't have any excuse for it. I know better. I shouldn't have done it, but I think it just slipped my mind in the haste to get it back on the road. I put the transmission back in there, and I believe it probably had some particles in the transmission cooler, and they went back through the transmission and then probably took out the converter, which took out the transmission. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get super lucky because the fluid was bright red, no burnt smell, and it looked great, and the filter was, you know, it looked like it did its job. So we're hoping that we'll get lucky, pull it apart, clean it out, put it back together. I'll be out $400 or $500 and maybe a few little miscellaneous parts, but if not, it's a lesson learned. It's my mistake. I'll definitely clean it this time. So, you know, ain't got nobody to blame but myself on this one. So I'll get it back together, and then I'll do an update. I'm gonna try to provide some racing videos. I got some friends that's got some pretty quick little cars and different things. So this truck, like I said before, it's not nothing super fast. It makes near 300 at the wheel and like 310 torque. So it'd be good. I got a buddy that's got a C5 vet. He's got a channel on here. I'd like to run him, see what it does against the C5, and then just maybe a couple little like bolt-on Fox body, stuff like that. I'd like to see how it does just because of the weight. And then of course, some race videos with the Mustang. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to see some more racing videos, or if you got some ideas, put them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Love y'all.